Okay, hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable reviewers. So, I would like to present our research. It's called Battery Waste Management Policy Model in Realizing Sustainable Development in the Digital Area. Before I continue my presentation, I would like to introduce my authors list. It's Dr. Dia Hadriantini Sintadewi, and it's me, Fadil Muhammad, and then Dili Trisna Noviasari, and Ilham Habibi. So the background of the problem, the large use of electronic goods in the digital era has negative impacts, one of which is the accumulation of battery waste. However, until now, there has been no policy regulating the management of battery waste. So this condition supports environmental pollution, which will develop into environmental damage. The policy not only targets users, but also the responsibility of corporations if battery waste hinders the realization of sustainable development. So the purpose of the research is to explain the regulatory aspects in electronic waste management that are increasing along with the development of the digital technology, as well as the legal mechanism needed for responsible recycling and waste management practice. The research method is a normative legal method with a legal principles approach to examine regulations, legal theories through various references, and obtain data both qualitatively and quantitatively related to the increasing trend of battery use in Indonesia and other countries, support the findings of this research. The author uses Mendeley reference in the inclusions of citations to support the use of references in this study. And the result results, lithium batteries consist of primary and secondary components. The primary components which are present in all lithium-ion batteries include the cathode, anode, electrolyte, and separator. If not managed properly, all of these components can be detrimental to the environment. So it has some several impacts regarding the material of the battery, such as the extraction process produces heavy metal waste that pollutes water and soil. Mining depletes local water sources and causes habitat degradation. And then graphite mining produces dust and chemical waste that can pollute the local environment. It also has the aluminum, copper, and steel for casing or current collector, which has the impact about the heavy metal waste is toxic to water and soil ecosystems. The research results is we do have the policy model. So if battery waste is not managed properly, heavy metals such as cobalt, nickel, and manganese can leach into groundwater, contaminating drinking water sources and agricultural land. Liquid lithium is reactive with water, producing corrosive compounds that worsen water quality. If these batteries burn, materials such as electrolytes will produce toxic gases, including fluoride and dioxin compounds. Metals such as cobalt and nickel are bioaccumulative. This means that these metals accumulate in organisms by depositing in their bodies when consumed. When organisms that consume these heavy metals are consumed by other organisms, these heavy metals will continue to be included in the final food chain. So regarding lithium cobalt oxide, contains lithium, cobalt, and oxygen environmental damage mechanism. It's about when batteries are disposed of carelessly, lithium and cobalt materials can leach into the soil and contaminate groundwater. Cobalt, which is toxic, can cause neurological disorder and reproductive system damage in organisms exposed to it over the long term. Meanwhile, lithium has corrosive properties that can change the pH of the soil, disrupt the natural chemical balance, and threaten the survival of important microorganisms that support soil fertility. If batteries containing LiCO2 leak and are exposed directly to water, lithium can react to form corrosive compounds such as lithium hydroxide, which contaminate groundwater, surface water. Unmanaged battery waste can degrade habitat quality, disrupt the balance of local ecosystem, and affect the food chain. So lithium, nickel, manganese, cobalt batteries can cause significant environmental damage if not managed properly. So nickel is toxic to aquatic flora and fauna, reducing ecosystem productivity. High levels of manganese can contaminate the bottom of waters, disrupting aquatic life. In addition, cobalt is toxic and can accumulate in aquatic organisms, negatively impacting human health through the food chain. So NMC batteries not only pollute metals but also produce toxic gases such as carbon monoxide when burned, which are harmful to health and increase the risk of global warming. The combination of heavy metals in these batteries can disrupt the chemical balance of the soil, disrupt important microorganisms, and cause the soil to become infertile, in further worsening environmental damage. So we come to battery waste managerial, which is the solution of the problem. So lithium iron phosphate or LFP batteries, which are composed of lithium, iron, and phosphate, also have the potential to have adverse effects on the environment if not managed properly. One of the main threats is phosphate pollution. When LFP batteries leak, phosphate can contaminate groundwater or rivers, which can trigger eutrophication, which is an explosion of algae growth. This excessive algae growth reduces the level of dissolved oxygen in the water, causing the death of aquatic organisms such as fish and disrupting aquatic ecosystem. In addition, LFP batteries can cause iron toxicity. Iron dissolved from batteries has the potential to increase metal level in soil and water, contaminate the natural habitats, and damage surrounding ecosystem. Although LFP batteries are more stable than other types such as lithium Co2 and NMC, their combustion can still produce toxic gases, including phosphine and carbon monoxide, which are harmful to human health and the environment. So we do have the management steps as the solutions. The first is battery recycling to recover materials such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel. And then EPR, extended producer responsibility, encourages producers to take greater responsibility for their product waste. Development of environmentally friendly battery materials such as solid-state batteries or sodium-based alternative. And from the law aspects, we have regulations regarding domestic battery waste management and its relation to environmental laws regarding sustainable development. So, human cooperation in environmental management is very important so that the environmental carrying capacity for human welfare has a long life. In today's digital era, the use of electronic devices is a necessity. In addition to the positive impacts to support human activities towards welfare, of course, there are also negative impacts, such as those attached to the batteries. For this reason, it is necessary to understand the meaning of the Sustainable Development Goals objective. In accordance with Article 1, Number 3 of Law Number 32 of 2009 concerning environmental protection and management, that sustainable development must integrate environmental, social, and economic aspects into development strategies for the welfare of current and future generations, even though the funds required are quite large, around 5 until 7 trillion. So the battery waste electronic devices such as mobile phones as a means of accessing unlimited information, where smartphone users in 2024 worldwide are predicted to be 7.2 billion, while in Indonesia in 2023 there will be 209.3 million. One of the supporters of the battery waste. So these are the large numbers from the battery waste. And then on that basis, Indonesia needs a policy model that can accommodate waste management, especially batteries, in the context of environmental conservation in the digital era where the use of mobile phones is currently increasing rapidly. We do have some steps. The first one is we need to build a good model, and it's basically necessary to have basic requirements. The first one is elegant. Its pattern not easily changed by environmental factors that influence, and then contains several elements like adjusted as simple as possible, but not too simple. And then based on research, observation, accurate, and then makes prediction for the future. A good model should naturally have an elegant element, which is a condition that is a permanent or fixed in nature that is not easily changed by environmental factors that often have a strong influence on the occurrence of change. To maintain this solidity, the foundation for building it must, of course, be to be strong, sturdy, so that in that model, The next element that support it is the existence of the elements which must be made as concise as possible without reducing the essence of the intent of a model. This means that there is no need for long sentences, but the simplicity of the sentences that include the desired intent makes the model look simple but complete. So we came to a conclusion where battery waste management is a crucial aspect in the digital era, marked by the increasing use of electronic devices and electric vehicles. Without proper management, battery waste can have serious impacts on the environment, such as water and soil pollution, as well as ecosystem disruption due to heavy metals and other hazardous substances. To support sustainable development, it is necessary waste management policy that adopts the principle of producer responsibility and support recycling of materials such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel, and then development of environmentally friendly battery technology such as solid state or sodium-based batteries, and harmonization of regulation with SDGs objective as mandated in Law Number 32, year 2009 concerning environmental protection and management. So this is my presentation from our team. So the implementation of the battery waste management policy model will support Indonesia's commitment to reducing carbon emissions and creating a balance between environmental, social, and economic aspects for the welfare of current and future generations. Okay, these are what can I say about the research. Thank you, everyone. So if you do have any questions, please just type in the comment box and we will try our best to answer. Thank you and have a good day.